Good evening, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Kolaski, and I am live and ready to perform for all of you. I hope you will join and engage with the monster. So, yesterday and 2 days ago was WrestleMania, and I think a lot of people know I'm a wrestling fan, or at least was in my youth. So I think a lot of people want me to talk about it. Well, John Cena won his 17th world title. A lot of people said the match itself wasn't too great. That's interesting. That's certainly interesting. A lot of people were happy about, Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental title, and they said he might have saved the night, and it seems like he had a babyface turn. I don't know. Anybody have any questions about wrestling? Or we got Erie asks, did I enjoy your WrestleMania debut? Who are you? Are you Joe Hendry, Erie? Who are you? Who are you? Are you Joe Hendry? Someone says, I believe in Erie. Surprisingly, for somebody who's relatively unknown, he got a pretty big reaction. Erie says, thanks for supporting my... Actually, when I was 18 years old, it was never taken seriously. But I wanted to be a professional wrestler. I wanted to go to Mikey Whipwreck School in Long Island, New York. But, yeah, I never actually did. I was a big fan of wrestling at that time, and who knows, maybe in an alternate universe I could have worked for the WWE. I probably would have wound up like Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, or Trent Beretta, because I'm kind of undersized. But imagine I went to Mikey Whipwreck School and got signed by the WWE. Imagine that path for life, So he says, why didn't you? I wasn't getting very much encouragement from my mother and father, who had a lot of influence over my life at the time. They wanted me to focus on math teaching and accounting. So that's really the reason. So he says, that would have been cool. You should have trained to be a pro wrestler, Andrew. You should have trained to be a pro wrestler. My father, in my 20s, kept telling me to apply to the WWE to be a referee or working for the ring crew. So he used to tell me to do that kind of stuff. You go on WWE's website and apply to them and see if you can go on the road with them and you could be a referee or work on the ring, setting up the ring. And I'm like, I guess so. These were his suggestions. But none of that ever came to fruition, obviously. I'm sitting in my bedroom day after day. Somebody says, you could have been a ring boy. And who knows? I think I got a knock on the door. I'm on with the impatient, so don't say anything too crazy. Is that the Allegra? So don't say anything. Don't talk about you. Okay. And I got some plates from yesterday. Thank you, Mama. You're welcome. All right, love you. All right, peace out. All right. He says, why didn't you smash any? My DoorDash arrived. I got some salmon for dinner, I think. All right. Yeah, so I was definitely interested in wrestling in my late teens and 20s, and I wanted to work for them in some capacity. It never happened, though. I also had a dream to be a radio shock jock. I wanted to be like Opie and Anthony, and I wanted to be on the radio. And I was always like, I'm going to go to the Stony Brook radio station, and I'm going to start talking into the I'm going to start talking into the WSBU or whatever their station is, and I'm going to be like the next Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony. I also thought that in my early 20s too, and that didn't happen. So my dreams in life in my early 20s were to be a radio shock jock and in the wrestling industry. And this is how my life turned out. It's certainly too late to be a professional wrestler. You got to be in your early 20s for that. I'm approaching 40 years old. It's like it's a sport kind of. So it's too late to wrestle. Because you got to be in your 20s or 30s. You know, I'm getting too old. My body hurts. You know, I'm kind of cooked. I mean, the only person I could really think of off the top of my head, DDP got his start by 40. Diamond Dallas Page, but Diamond Dallas Page is 6'6", and I think the Boogeyman got his start at like 40. But it's very rare. Nobody gets their start at 40 unless they have some really special talent. And I'm like 5'8", 5'9", 170. Frankly, there's nothing about me that would make them, want to invest in me at such an old age. There's nothing about me that would make them want to invest in me as I'm approaching 40. They like the younger, more athletic kind of people. Somebody asks, would you work as a femboy at Hooters if they opened that role? I don't want to work at a restaurant. I want to be in movies, to be honest with you. I'm going to be a Hollywood superstar. Erie asks, what do you think about pretty privilege? Do I think my life would have been differently if I was conventionally attractive? Well, I think I am attractive. And I think part of the reason I'm so attractive, I do have pretty privilege. For example, I bet you if I was ugly and I was making videos on the side of the house, the neighbors would hate me. But I look like the guy next door. They're like, oh, he's a cute man-child and approaching 40 who looks kind of handsome. So they like me. I seem like a goody two-shoes who's kind of attractive looking. So people kind of like me, and I kind of get away with a lot because of pretty privilege, I mean, if I came across sleazy and like a, I think people would be more. Frankly, I'm not the hottest guy. I'm a little bit of a vegetable mind who's cooked. but you know, I definitely look attractive. You know. I'm like the hottest guy on planet Earth, man. I'm like the hottest guy on planet Earth. I look hotter than fucking. Who's that guy that was in Barbie? That was Ken. What was that guy's name? Um, Ryan Gosling. I'm hotter than Ryan Gosling, man. Gina says she's eating dinner with me. Oh, I'm glad you're eating dinner. What are you having, Gina? Pete says, put on your BDSM collar, Andrew. I'm eating right now, Pete. I can't. Pete says, be a good kitten and put on your damn collar. Pete, I'm eating right now. Erie, do you got any more riddles for me to solve? If so, can you give me some clues? I think, frankly, I should have went into acting at 18 years old and pursued that with all my energy. It's kind of a shame I didn't get into theater. But you know, I left my mark on the world. We got the Cell Waters and Andrew Kolosky YouTube channels. It's not like I didn't make an impact in the art world. Somebody says Hollywood is cutthroat, and you would have got ran through Hollywood. Hey, I'm like a young Tom Cruise, and I'm hotter than Ryan Gosling, man. I think the cream would have rose to the top. Somebody says Cell Waters is no more. The channel is gone. Long live Andrew Kolosky. Long live the dumb Pollock. We got piss in the house. How oft thou piss? My mother makes me the same food every night. I want to tell my mom, I deserve like the billionaire master chefs who cook me. Like I deserve a butler who cooks me food, you know? I deserve to be like these millionaire movie stars. Piss says you just got out of the clink. You were in the psychiatric hospital or you were in jail? Which one? I am a good boy. I'm like Men at Work, be good Johnny. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Gina says she's been in both the psychiatric hospital and jail, and she prefers jail. How come? I was in only the psychiatric hospital, and people tell me the psychiatric hospital is better than jail. Why do you prefer jail over the psych ward? Piss says the food is better in jail. It's damn good sometimes. Piss says, I thought prison food was atrocious. I thought it was like bread and water. Yeah, the psychiatric hospital food is atrocious, man. They call it prison food for a reason. I think it's meant to be shit. So this is not North Carolina. In North Carolina, jail food is delicious. Piss says, Andrew, when will you decide to apologize to your parents and be a good boy forever? Well, I just had a conversation with my mother, and she was talking about giving me vegetables with my dinner. And yeah, I guess just get along and coexist with my parents. Be a good boy. Be good Johnny. So he says, good boys eat their vegetables. All right, guys. I think I'm going to lie down for a bit. I'm kind of tired. Ace of Sarcasm says it's pretty atrocious prison food. So I think I'm going to lie down for a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. Because you're asking for heartburn, Andrew. Yeah, or maybe I could have some tea, some oolong tea to wake me up. But I think I'm going to lie down. All right, peace out, guys.